The main purpose of Pass the Mic, Episode 3, Season 3, is to express that the culture of hip-hop is maintained underground. In order to combat the gangster and jiggy eras of hip-hop that were prevalent in the mid-90s, rappers and MCs would gather around and freestyle in a circle. These were called ciphers. Rappers and MCs did this in order to maintain the founding fathers' hip-hop culture. The underground movements of different areas all started with the same goal, and that was to take the mic away from the mainstream media, or just the mainstream in general, and maintain the original ideas of hip-hop. This is why these lyrical lounges were made, so that the underground artists and people involved in the culture could go and be with each other and express their issues and feelings via rap and go have fun. The episode starts in New York and highlights the freestyle cipher groups that were shut down via Rudy Giuliani, and thus resulted in these groups going outside. The episode also highlights some frustration towards hip-hop faces such as Jay-Z and Diddy, as they claim that because these guys have gotten away from the true struggle and ideology, that the true hip-hop isn't true hip-hop anymore. The episode goes down to the West Coast to highlight the same sort of things as the lyrical lounges on the East Coast. These ciphers were happening in the West as a response to a call to action for people interested in hip-hop, just not interested in participating in gangster hip-hop themselves. These lounges gave the youth a hip-hop outlet that didn't result in people pretending to be gangsters if they weren't. Then the episode transitions to Detroit and basically highlights Eminem the entire time. This portion begins talking about the rap battles that occurred in Detroit that were familiar to the East and the West Coast. Yet, the episode also highlights the quick and profound success Eminem received because of these exposures to the rap battles. The argument made is that the culture of hip-hop is rooted and developed from an underground hip-hop scene. These lyrical lounges and rap circles were the reviving key to hip-hop because you got people who were truly interested and wanted to engage themselves within the culture. It's from here where rappers either remain underground or blow up to the mainstream. Although the culture of performing outside in a small circle was eventually shut down and moved inside, this allowed the movement to grow further. Yes, it does eventually go mainstream, but I find the issue with the mainstream to be a solution to the kids who don't live in an area where the culture shines. So mainstream media attention is beneficial to these people. At the same time, if mainstream media only highlights certain people and aspects of hip-hop culture, then the overall understanding and notion of hip-hop will become blurry and muddy. Thus, people won't be able to see and understand the true meaning and message of hip-hop. The structure of this episode specifically went around the country from East to West Coast and then to Detroit, while taking a look at underground lyricist lounges that helped to rebuild the culture of hip-hop in these three places. These three different places helped visualize how each place individually itself rebuilt hip-hop and the local scene rebuilt hip-hop. Additionally, by showing how these three places helped to combine the individual hip-hop scenes into a whole. Finally, I find the argument to be valid that the underground is the key to the hip-hop culture. Without true struggle, hip-hop wouldn't have been created, and this is why they highlighted Diddy, because it doesn't seem like a true struggle if you're a rock star millionaire. While these rap stars helped to spread hip-hop to places it had never been, the true validity of hip-hop and hip-hop stars is not becoming a sellout, but to maintain your roots, kind of like a Nipsey Hussle or a lyrical lounge artist. Thank you.